What is awakening? What is spiritual awakening? I hear about it all the time, but I don't know what it is. What is it? In this video I'm going to talk about spiritual awakening, and I'm going to talk about events that are happening in the world right now on December the 5th, 2020. Hello beautiful beings, I'm Carol Wrathall. I'm an occupational therapist. I help people on their awakening journey. I help people tune into the inner wisdom from upstairs, and I help people lead empowering and fulfilling lives. I thought I would talk about current events because the current events are triggering the Great Awakening. A lot of thought leaders and spiritual leaders and teachers are calling what is happening on the planet right now the Great Awakening. Humans all over the globe, pretty much, are being forced, like they're being pushed through a funnel. And we have to let go of so much of what we took for granted in our life. There's like this big squeeze going on. And it's really forcing us to wake up. The massive censorship that's going on, the lack of truth in the mainstream news is causing people to question what they're hearing, and they think, surely this can't be real. Like, there's been a massive rally in Georgia today, and the old Prime Minister spoke and gave a lot of encouragement, and there were thousands upon thousands of people there. I watched it. I know that the mainstream are going to play it down and tell something untruthful about it. But people who've been there or know people who've been to these types of events, they know how many people go, and they start to question, how can it be true, what I'm hearing on the news, yet there's this going on, and I know for a fact that that is true, especially if they live in the area where it's happened. And there are a lot of alternate news sites sharing the information on YouTube, Facebook, and on private sites. The Epoch Times, NTD News, and OAN, they're all out there speaking the truth, and they're backing up what they're saying, and it's there you can go to find out what's really going on. So people are awakening, they're waking up. The forced lockdowns that are occurring again are causing people to wake up and question. We know that all flus kill a certain amount of people, and they're killing the same numbers in this current event that they normally do. The only difference is that a huge message through the media was put out to make everybody afraid. And now people are questioning it. They're realizing that they're not hearing the truth. The questioning that this is causing people to do is causing a massive awakening, and people questioning that reality is not what they're being led to believe. And then they question, well, if that's not real, what is real? And there is a massive number of people who are awakening to their spiritual aspect of themselves and are seeking and going within to explore that part of themselves. And people are aware that there are people doing that, and they're thinking, well, maybe I ought to do that as well, and they go in within themselves, check it out and find out. And because of the shift that this causes, as more and more people are awakening, the overall vibration on Earth is lifting as well, because we are raising in vibration. There is a website where you can go to and see the Schumann resonance, and that's a site that measures the energy on Earth. and that has been increasing for a very long time, but lately in the last year it's really shot up. With that rise in vibrational level of all of humanity, people are finding that they're noticing more spiritual things. Like you can watch videos and see orbs moving around or energy lights dancing about. I see them quite often now. I didn't used to, but the last 12 months I've been able to, and that's because I've been shifting in vibration. And people see flashes of light around them, which is energy beings. They might see auras, they might look at their hand against a dark background and see energy shooting out from their fingers. All sorts of ways people are beginning to see the more non-physical aspects as their psychic abilities opening up. And of course, the more we do this, the more the vibration raises. So we are in this time of the massive awakening. I have been following events that have been going on since the US election. I've been looking at it from two different angles. There is the angle that, yes, this is causing people to wake up. This is the time of the awakening. I knew things have got to get worse before they can get better. So in a way it's like, yeah, come on, bring it on so more people can wake up. But there is another part of me, that's the human part of me, that gets scared, that thinks, oh my gosh, what if the world is going to be run by people who don't have people's interests as their primary goal? If America loses their constitution, and I'm not going to say too much, I'll just say if you keep with the current person that's in power now, then you're not going to have to experience more of the darkness. But that darkness has been here for a long time. There has been a group that have been controlling the world for a long time. But if you investigate it for yourself and go into those sites that I've mentioned and explore it, you're going to learn a lot and see things that are backed up. And you can make up your own mind. The best thing to do is make up your own mind. But do the research. Don't believe something just because I've said it. I mean, who am I? I'm just a person on their awakening journey with a mission. And I want to help others awaken. So I'm posing this information as a question. I don't want to get into any political conflict with anybody. And if you do any comments like that, I will delete them and block you, because my message is about love and unity. That's the other thing about what's happening now, is there's this massive divide between people, and it's been happening since before the elections, and it's very predominant now, especially when it hasn't been resolved. So I encourage you who are watching this, you will be watching this because you are perhaps a light worker, or you're on your awakening journey, or maybe you got here by accident because you came through my other healing type of videos. But if you've come this far, there's something in you that wants to hear this message. I encourage you to focus on the picture in your mind of what you want in your world. Picture yourself having freedom. If you're a Christian or have a religion of any nature, picture yourself being able to go back to your church and conducting your form of worship without any condemnation from anyone. Picture yourself being free. Picture yourself being able to speak freely again. Let's bring back our rights for free speech. When we picture those things, and we picture it with a sense of joy, and can really enjoy and feel into those things with the pure joy of our soul, then we are a powerful creative force, and we bring that to us. Now, it's already happened. We've already done this as a planet, but we've got this period of time to go through. And as I said, it is going to get harder before it gets better. But remember what we're doing. We are creating a beautiful raising of consciousness on planet Earth. And if you're aware, we're raising Earth into a higher dimension. And maybe you've heard about fifth dimension, that we're raising into 5D. Definitely we're going that way. We've already done it because everything always happens all at once. We're here in this moment experiencing the now, and our now moment really calls us to remember where we're heading, putting it out there into the universe so we can make sure we stay on that timeline. I cannot consider a reality where we go through that dark timeline. But maybe it's going to take that to wake up more people. And if it does, and so be it. But there's going to come a point. And I'm asking the question here, what is it going to take to wake up? There are so many people still numbed out. What is it going to take to wake up? How far do they have to be pushed? How many of their freedoms have to be taken away from them before they wake up? As light workers, we can shine the light and state what your truth is. I believe in a future where we're free, and if we lose that freedom, I'm going to fight for it. There are a lot of spiritual warriors on the planet, and maybe you're one of them. I know I am. I know that I'm going to do everything in my power to help us raise our vibration and stay free. And as Earth raises her vibration, and as we come along for that ride and raise our vibration, the negative polarities that are affecting us, they have to fall away. They can't exist. It's like if we're vibrating here now and they're vibrating there, they're just holding on. But if we shift to there, there's this gap. And they can't come with us. It can't raise its vibration. So it has to fall away. And that's how we do it. That's how we make that shift. So thank you, Lightworkers, for doing your work. Thank you for being here. I love you all. This is our time. This is one of those major times why we got born into this moment in time on Earth. This is our mission. So let's get out there and shine. Let's do it. And let's create a wonderful future for ourselves. Right, that's it. I'm going to leave it there. Much love to you. I will look forward to seeing you, and I will be waiting for you in the next video. Bye for now.